Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ange if you haven't met me before, and today I'm going to be doing a collective plant haul. So I have actually been quite naughty these past couple of weeks, but it was my birthday like 2 weeks ago, so I did use some birthday money to buy some of these new plants. If you can hear any chewing in the background, that is Kashi. He is eating his bone right now and I'm not going to stop him, otherwise he's going to start barking. So if you're interested to see what plants I've gotten in the past few weeks, then definitely keep on watching. So I think I'm going to start with the more common plants I got, and then I'm going to leave my little rare babies to the end. And I'm going to start off with the plants I got from Bunnings, and it's actually two different kinds of peperomia. And I actually think peperomia, the family of plants in general, is actually just quite underrated, apart from the watermelon peperomia. Like, that one gets a lot of love, but I don't feel like the other kinds get that much attention. So I saw this one at my local Bunnings, and it is called the Peperomia Sandersi Red Watermelon. I don't even know what that word is, but that is the label. And I just absolutely fell in love with this one. I think I have seen this one before at some other different plant nurseries, and I think I've seen it named as like Turboensis or something. So it may be called that, or it might be a different plant, I'm not too sure, but I just saw it and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. The foliage is like this silvery, bluey green color, and then the undersides of the leaves is that beautiful red color. When I got this one, there was a lot of these really long trails coming out, so you can see it's like trailing off, and I cut some off and gave it to my mom, so it is a little bit smaller than when I purchased it, but it was such an affordable price. It was like $17, so I had to grab it, and this foliage is just insane. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't got this one, I definitely would recommend it. I haven't had this one for too long. I've only had it for about 3 weeks or so. So care-wise, I've just been taking care of it as I would all my other peperomias. So giving it medium to bright indirect light and watering it when it completely dries out. And it has been pretty fine in my care. I haven't had any leaf loss or anything. But it is a plant that I'm definitely loving at the moment. The next plant I got from Bunnings is this teeny tiny little peperomia baby, and my local Bunnings at the moment are getting in like so many of these trays of tiny peperomias, and I don't know about you, but the really tiny baby plants, they're so hard to say no to because A, they're so affordable, and B, you can always make space for them, so it's like, why not get them? They're just so stinking cute. So this was only $6, and I kept the little tag on it because I knew I would forget the name. It's called the Peperomia Mendoza, and I've got to admit that they kind of look pretty similar to the last plant I got, but like, it's still a little bit different, right? Right. That's like what I say about nude lipsticks. They're all different, but really, are they different? Anyway, so it has that silvery kind of foliage again, and then the undersides of the leaves are that kind of reddy kind of color. So I'll pop them next to each other. So they're similar, but they're definitely not the same. Like, they're different, right? So I just had to have both, especially because this was just so small, and I'm just sticking it right next to my kitchen sink, and you know, he's so cute, so of course I had to get it. So the next plant I got was actually from Eden Gardens. I didn't film there, I just wanted to go there and really just enjoy being there, because when I am doing little tours of nurseries, sometimes I do miss things and I don't actually get to immerse myself in the plants. So that is why I didn't film there, but I did spot this absolutely beautiful begonia. So I was just walking through the store and I saw this, and I immediately just stopped and picked it up and knew it had to be mine, which I don't actually do that often anymore. It's always like, should I get it? Do I love it that much? This one, it was like immediately I knew I had to have it. It has this like really unique pastel-y kind of foliage, like pastel-y, purpley, pinky, blue. It's insane. I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of reminds me of like a grandma plant as well. but I still really enjoy it. This one, it didn't actually say the name of the kind of begonia, it just says Begonia Rex assorted, but I did have a lovely person on Instagram tell me what it was, but I've now forgotten. So I'll write it down the bottom here so you guys know what variety of Rex begonia this is. But I will say I'm not the best at taking care of Rex begonias and things like that. I'm okay with cane begonias, but all these rhizomatous ones I find are really easy to get root rot, and it is completely planted in coco coir, so I may remove it from that and put it into normal soil, just because I'm not really that comfortable taking care of plants in coco coir because it stays wet for such a long time. But regardless, I'm absolutely in love with this plant. The leaves are so big and beautiful, and the stems are like kind of hairy. Like what? Like you're beautiful, you're beautiful. So I am definitely in love with this plant. Right, so I am now going to chat about the plants that I got from a seller off Instagram called Foliage Freak. And if you've been watching some of my videos for a while, you will know that I absolutely love buying plants from them. They have an amazing assortment of plants, and they're in Australia, so it's beautiful. I love it. If you're in Australia, definitely go check them out. But I bought 2 plants from them for my birthday, and they were kind enough to give me a little extra birthday gift, so that was very sweet of them. Thank you so much if you're watching. But the first plant I got is this teeny little baby Philodendron Melanochrysum. So this is a plant that I have wanted for a very long time. It was on a wish list video, gosh, a long time ago now, and I just never found one at a really good price that I was comfortable paying, or it was sold as cuttings, and I wasn't comfortable spending that amount of money for a cutting that, you know, probably would die or maybe would die. So when I saw that Foliage Freak had this little baby Melanochrysum, I definitely had to pick it up. I am actually super into buying more of your rarer or expensive plants as little babies because A, they're cheaper, and B, I think it's really exciting to see them grow and to see them go from this teeny tiny little thing to something that you've nurtured, and it just becomes an amazing plant. So anyway, I will start yammering on about how much I love it and show it to you. So this is the newest leaf here. It comes in a different kind of color to the more normal leaves, which would be like this one here. So it's a bit of a darker green. They are a velvety kind of feel to the leaves. They are very similar to the Philodendron gigas, which I also got a while ago, but the Melanochrysum, I believe, has a bit more of a heart-shaped sinus, which is this little area here, and the gigas is a little bit more rounded in comparison. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It is just like this teeny tiny little plant, but I am so thankful to have this in my collection, and I will be treasuring this little baby. Probably at some point I will be putting this on a moss pole, but it's still like a little baby for now, so I'm just gonna let it chill. The second plant I got is another wish list plant of mine that I've wanted for so long, and pretty much what I said about the Milano goes for this plant. It was expensive, I didn't want to splash out, blah blah, but I finally got my hands on it, and that is a little baby Philodendron Verrucosum. Just like you and me, we're gonna be best friends. I'm so happy with this one. So this is a very immature specimen, but you may be familiar with the Verrucosum. When it grows up, it gets these beautiful hairy petioles and a little bit more of a striking veining to the leaves. So at the moment, she's a baby. She's not gonna be super striking yet, but I am very excited to see what she's gonna look like when she grows up. And you can already see that in this newest leaf here, it is starting to develop a little bit of hairiness to the stems. So I am so excited. We've got a little bit of packaging fluff still there, but it is absolutely stunning. I wanted this plant for so long. I probably got to say thank you to my partner Steven, because he bought me these plants for my birthday from Foliage Freak, and I could cry. They came in such perfect condition as well, but this is my next baby. And the last plant I got from Foliage Freak was a little gift that they gave me, and this is, I do not know how to pronounce this, the Anthurium Polyschistum. And honestly, I had never seen this Anthurium before. It is such a weird, freaky looking thing, but I absolutely love it. So it has these, I think it's called palmate leaves when they kind of look like little fingers, and it just does not look like an Anthurium at all. So Foliage Freak told me that you can have these trailing. I did for now just use a chopstick to keep it upright, but it's just so unique looking and I love it. If you know me, you know I absolutely love weird, freaky kind of plants, so this is perfectly up my alley. As I am not familiar with this plant, I'm not exactly sure how to take care of it, so I've just been treating it like I would a normal Anthurium, letting it dry out but not super bone dry, and giving it some medium to bright light, and it's been pretty happy these past few days, but obviously I can't tell until later on. But this is the last baby I got from Foliage Freak. Such a weird looking thing, but I love it. All right, and now we are on to the last plant I've gotten in the past few weeks, and this was a present from me to me because I really wanted it, so I got it. And it is this absolutely beautiful Anthurium called an Anthurium Dark Complex. So I got this one from a seller called Snippy Whippy in Australia, and she has a little plant sale every few weeks at the moment, and I picked this up at her Anthurium sale, and I am absolutely super in love with it. So I did ask her in regards to what exactly is a dark complex hybrid, I believe that's what it's called, and she was saying to me that the parentage of the plant is quite mixed up, but she believes one of the parents is a Crystallinum magnificum cross and the other one is just a hybrid of hybrids. So we then have this baby, and it has this beautiful dark foliage with this insane veining to it, and this is the newest leaf here, and I was a silly person and it was hardening off and I bumped it and I broke it, so now it's looking a little bit jacked up on that side of the leaf, but it's all right. We still love you. We still love you. But it is insane. I am so happy with this plant. It came absolutely perfectly, and it also came already potted up as well, so it didn't really have to experience much shock. This one is living in my bedroom next to my other Anthurium crystallinum cross, and it's just beautiful. It's already gotten quite large new leaves, and I'm just so excited to see this one grow up. Alright guys, so those are all the plants I've gotten in the past few weeks. Leave me a comment down below telling me what was your favorite plant that I got. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the thumbs up because it definitely helps out me and my channel. And if you haven't already, then hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye!